What's a name you would never give to your child? Secret: it's my name. That mixed with my last name absolutely screws with people. My ID is never read properly. I've had people think it was fake when applying for jobs. I've had cops call my mom to confirm. It's a nightmare. Oh, and don't forget the jokes. I'm so tired of people saying, "Why won't you tell us your real name?" Knew a kid with the last name Anna whose first name was Ben. How do you name a kid that and not know he is going to be called Banana for the rest of his life? Name your child Chastity and you are asking for trouble later. Gaylord is a bizarre name in today's context. Cletus. Even though we joke about her being Cletus the fetus right now. What is a cult that pretends it's not cult? The troubled teen industry, youth residential therapy programs that are underregulated and rampant with abuse, and children's deaths. At the earlier programs were closely based off the teachings of a cult called Synanon. Not every program open right now is a cult itself, but their history is abusive and most programs do significantly more harm than good. The Herbalife Company. Despite being accused of being a pyramid scheme, they continue to function similarly. There are some people from my childhood who became addicted to it, and they act very much like members of a cult. What is the single greatest animated series of all time? I don't disagree with the top choices, but I haven't seen this mentioned: Looney Tunes, especially the Chuck Jones stuff. Gargantuan influence on the art of animated storytelling, and still many of its greatest samples. Some of the episodes are arguably GOAT examples of blending art and entertainment. Early Simpsons. Genndy Tartakovsky's Primal. Batman the Animated Series. Futurama. The continuity is God tier. Samurai Jack. Gargoyles was sick as hell, but I don't really know. Atla. I would say Arcane, but it's only had one season, though it was brilliant. I loved X-Men the Animated Series. What's a myth that's incredibly absurd, yet a large portion of people still believe? People actually think disabled people hate the terms disability and disabled and would much rather be called special needs or handicapable. In all honesty, a lot more of us hate those euphemisms than the actual words. Disabled and disability are not bad words. Stop believing that they are. You have to wait 48 hours before reporting someone missing. I've seen this one going around a bunch. If you're being threatened or robbed at an ATM, you should allegedly enter your PIN in reverse so police will be contacted. Spoiler alert, they won't be contacted. What have you survived that would have killed you 150 years ago? I had to be a C-section baby, so I'm not sure I would have even survived trying to be born. Appendicitis. Hydrocephalus. The first commercially available and successful shunt valve that could manage it was invented less than 50 years before I was born. Diarrhea. Can't believe I'm the first to say this. Diarrhea still kills more humans than most other diseases. Traveling 500 miles per hour at an altitude of 36,000 feet. A staph infection. Womb infection during childbirth. Diabetes. Pneumonia. Type 1 diabetes. If brunch is between breakfast and lunch, what is between lunch and dinner? Gouter or merienda. Afternoon tea. Snack. Merienda. Dinner. Day drinking. I'm pretty sure it goes breakfast. Second breakfast or brunch. Luncheon. Afternoon tea. Dinner. Supper. Tea time. Fika. 4:20. Coffee time. Coffee plus biscuits or a piece of pound cake. Dunch. Breakfast. Brunch. Lunch. Afternoon tea. Dinner. Supper. Lupper. Nap. Snacks always. 9 beers. Dinner. Mental breakdown. Dinner. Snack time. Dunch. A Seinfeld episode with Janine Garofalo. What 90s song will always be a banger? I think the easier question to answer would be what's 90s song isn't a banger? Warren G. Regulate. Rage Against the Machine. Killing in the Name of. Buddy Holly. Weezer Lightning Crashes. Live Smooth. Santana featuring Rob Thomas Man on the Moon. Rem Everlong. Foo Fighters Song 2. Blur Hunger Strike. Temple of the Dog Thunderstruck. AC/DC My Own Prison. Creed. Song 2 by Blur. Breath. The Prodigy. Every time that song begins, I feel like a big boss fight is about to happen. Intergalactic by Beastie Boys. Filter. Hey man, nice shot. Praise You. Fatboy Slim. What 2000s song will always be a banger? Has no one ever heard X Gon Give It to Ya by DMX before? Because that one. I've heard that in trailers recently. Clint Eastwood Gorillaz edit. Thanks for all the upvotes, never had this many. I unironically love Better Off Alone by Alice DJ. I believe in a thing called love. JUSLISTENTOTHERYTHMOFMAHEART. Misery Business. Diary of Jane and So Cold, both by Breaking Benjamin. What quote from a movie tells you what movie it is immediately? Hello. My name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father, prepare to die. Multipass. We're gonna need a bigger boat. My name's Forrest, Forrest Gump. I'm your Huckleberry. Honey, where is my supersuit? Ezekiel chapter 25:17. Surprised nobody said the obvious yet. The first rule of Fight Club is, you do not talk about Fight Club. It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas. Half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark and we're wearing sunglasses. I bet you can squeal like a pig. Come with me if you want to live. I see dead people. What's the first thing you notice in a person physically and find attractive? Smile. Depends on angle of attack. The eyes. Eyes and smile. Posture and how they carry themselves. Eyes, smile, and eye smiles. I find eye smiles the most attractive. They glow. Nose. Lips. Ass. Smile. The face. Probably hair. Fluffy hair is best hair. Stride. The way they walk is big for me. Usually the legs. I like thick legs. Freckles, dimples. Eyes, always the eyes. Short hair. Face and arms, and if they take care of their body. If they're packing, their eyes. What's the worst alcoholic drink? I tasted bubblegum flavored vodka once. My immediate reaction was that the hangover this could create may be life-changing. I stayed clear. Cement mixer. Not sure exactly what's in it. But there is Bailey's Irish cream and lemon juice among others. That goes into a shot glass. Looks disgusting. Tastes even worse. And it starts to solidify in your mouth as soon as you take it. The alcoholics used to steal the hand sanitizer in the hospitals in the UK before they made it alcohol-free. That's my guess. Malort. Anything I try to mix at parties when I'm already drunk. Malort. Serious. What have you done to improve your life this year? I quit teaching and decided to become a carpenter instead. Now I'm an apprentice. I stopped drinking as much. Started working out more and taking better care of myself. Started saving money. Surrounded myself with more positive people. Started being more open with my wife. Focused on a hobby that brings me joy. Got rid of all social media except Reddit and tried very hard to be more positive and appreciative of what I already have. Finally got a proper diagnosis and then treatment for my chronic pain, which allowed me to start exercising regularly. Getting my first full-time job. Americans USA. What is a good thing about your country? The natural aspects of it are quite beautiful. There are very diverse natural aspects. Our national parks are amazing. They totally live up to the hype. US has 63 national parks and thousands of state parks. They preserve some of America's most beautiful places. The national park system. Most of the people are basically good and want to help and he right thing. I am an older transsexual and have traveled to many states. Whenever I had a serious issue, there was always someone willing to help me. Even though one like me, a visible trans non-passing, are supposed to be maligned and discriminated against, this fact helps me have hope.